Authorities contact Texas law officers, who are shown here, chasing the Stevensons in the couple's big rig, here on I-40, just east of Amarillo.
Shots fired.
You can hear shots being fired.
To the fullest. When Rick Ross said, I know Noriega, the real Noriega, he owed me 100 favors. They really knew Noriega, and he owed them 100 favors. Let's get into this story, man. It says Tennessee. A Tennessee couple was killed in Texas after a dramatic big rig chase and shootout with Texas law enforcement officers. According to Putnam County Sheriff Eddie Ferris, drug agents have been investigating Edward and Elizabeth Stevenson for some time. The sheriff said after making several undercover buys from the Cookeville married couple, Putnam drug enforcement agents raided the home on May 9th. They wasn't at home when they raided the house. I guess they was on the road. Somebody had tipped them off and whatever. But when agents entered the Stevenson home, the couple was not there, but drug agents found close to a pound of meth. Officers also seized multiple rifles, semi-automatic long guns, and pistols, as well as bulletproof vests. They was ready to go to war, man. They was ready to go to war, man. It appears what we found in this residence, they were certainly anticipating a violent encounter, Sheriff Ferris said. Ferris told News Nation affiliate WKRN information developed at the home indicated the couple was in Mexico, allegedly making a drug deal with the cartel. More intel was developed by Friday, and Donnelly County Sheriff deputies and Texas Department of Safety intercepted the Stevensons' 18-wheeler near Amarillo. Ferris said the Stevensons owned and operated a trucking company and the big rig belonged to them. A motorist driving along the access road to the Interstate 40 captured dramatic moments as sheriff's deputies chased and even drove beside the big rig, firing shots at the tires trying to stop the truck. According to Ferris, Edward Stevenson, 60, had reportedly rammed the big rig into several vehicles early in the day, refusing to stop for officers. Drug agents believe Stevenson went across the border and made a deal with the drug cartel members for a large shipment of cocaine, and the couple was returning that shipment to Middle Tennessee, according to Ferris. In the video, you hear officers shoot at the truck tires multiple times. The man recording the incident is heard saying he's on his rim on the front tire. We got a tip that they were not going to stop for the law enforcement, and they had to. And if they had to, they were going to do suicide by cop. And certainly we relayed that message out to law enforcement out there, Ferris said. According to Ferris, in the end, both Elizabeth and Edward Stevenson fired at Texas officers who returned fire, killing the couple. A search of the cab turned up 64 pounds of cocaine with a street value of close to $3 million. That's crazy, man. You know, these folks had done this for quite some time. They didn't want to get caught by law enforcement, but more probably were afraid of the cartel than being caught. You know, 29 kilos in their relationship with the Mexican cartels on a regular basis, said Ferris. Ferris blamed the open door policy with Mexico for the drug problems in Middle Tennessee and Cookeville. He said the illegal drug trade is directly and indirectly responsible for the most violent crimes in this county. Ferris currently has one of his drug agents working with Texas authorities to finalize the investigation into the Stevensons. According to Ferris, both Stevenson and his wife was convicted felons. Elizabeth Stevenson had a record with the Department of Corrections for drugs. Man, that's a crazy story, man. But I don't know. It's a lot of being on this road, man. It's a lot of opportunities to make extra money being a truck driver. Doing stuff as that, bringing illegal aliens back across the border, bringing drugs back across the border, trafficking, young kids and all that. It's a lot of opportunity out here to make illegal money, but you got to ask yourself, sometimes is the risk worth the reward? Was that risk worth that reward? We don't know, but $3 million, if that would have touched down, that's a lot of money to deal with. Actually, more and more.